Life does go dark for every one of us at some point, and that's when we need the faith of others to carry us. We were not meant to bear our burdens alone. Now, persecuted Christians know all about those dark times, and they've proved God's power and love in overcoming the darkness. So if we can listen to their stories, we get the strength to face the dark and see the loving face of God. When I was a student, there was a famous preacher that came to our church, and he went up into the pulpit carrying a very large Bible, and put it down on the lectern with a great big thump, and he said, "The last year I've gone through this book and I've cut out all the verses to do with the poor." And then he held it up and he opened it, and of course it fell in tatters. Then he said, "This is the Western Bible. We've cut out all the references to the poor, and we no longer have a Bible that works." And I was thinking about that, made a big impact on me. I wonder if we've done the same with suffering. Have we gone through the book, the Bible, and cut out the references, the verses, to do with persecution, to do with suffering? And that would be a great shame if we have, because life does go dark for each of us at some point. And that's when we need God the most. And actually, that's when we can listen to the persecuted the most, because their testimony is that they have found God to be faithful, powerful, meaningful, and strong in those times of darkness. This is what this series, Dangerous Faith, is all about. Letting the persecuted using their story to put our Bible back together again, so that we have a book that works, and ultimately so that we find a bigger God, a more dangerous God, less safe, less predictable, less ordinary, a God free to be who he really is. And so that we would become a lot more dangerous too, as we live out a more radical faith.